Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. I was about to say a completely different game, but I was wrong. Anyway, I am Lorelei, and I am joined once again by Uprising Attorney.
Who's trying to get faster at introducing myself.
Which is not helped when I forget the fucking name of the game for like 5 seconds. Alright, so this is Pyval.
So you have returned to us, Dalish. We are grateful you're whole and well.
He actually sounds as old as he looks. Okay.
Weird.
I'm glad to be here as well, Haren.
So you should be. What were you two thinking, wandering into that cave without first coming to tell the Keeper?
Well, we weren't. Alright,
He's sassy.
he is. He's just worried. You're right, Haren. We should have come back here first.
I suppose your youth can be forgiven. Sadly, Tamlin pays the price. Losing you would be a terrible crime, Dalish. You belong to more than just yourself, or do you not remember?
So I made a mistake. Why got on about it? I'm sorry, Haren. I honestly feel like, because he's just worried. So,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Haren. I'll try harder next time.
Would you even know the reason behind your efforts? I wonder. Let us tell these children of the fall of the Dales. You can honor me by sharing in the telling.
No, fuck that. No. Certainly, Haren.
Come then. Help me as I go along. Children, hear of the fall of the Dales. Hear the tale of what makes you Dalish. Would you care to begin, Dalish?
Oh my god, we actually have to do this.
Well, children, it starts with a mommy and daddy. Okay. Long ago, we were slaves to the humans.
Yes, slaves to a terrible empire. The humans built on the darkest magic. When it fell, we became free. We built a homeland in the Dales, worshipping the creators, and rebuilding the culture and history we lost in our long years of slavery.
I just noticed that she has a toe ring.
I noticed that she's the only one that's not wearing shoes.
Yeah, I think that's a retroactive modification with the improved atmosphere mod that I have included in this. If you've ever lost your bow, it was a lot like that. Okay. But the humans wouldn't let us be.
They were resentful, because we would not worship their gods, and because we put our people first. Over the years, their nations grew cold toward the Dales. In their eyes, we were blasphemers and cruel tyrants.
And then some kind of war? I forget. But also great for festivals, we're told. Alright. Then the humans declared war on the Dales.
And so the Dales fell. They took our lands and dispersed our people, forcing us to live in their cities and abandon our gods. But many of us refused to relinquish our ways. We instead chose to scatter to the winds, wandering the lands.
So, interesting little bit of diaspora here. I believe that they actually originally planned to code the elves with a bit of Jewish inspiration. The whole having to be scattered to the winds, losing a lot of, your culture and trying to hold on to what you have after being obliterated by other cultures. So, there's also a lot of other, racial, associations to the story of the elves in this game, but I think that was what they said explicitly was one of the inspirations for the elvish story in this. Anyway. We chose wandering the lands rather than the human rule.
To survive and preserve our culture, the clans stay apart until the day the Elvenon have a homeland once more.
We shall return the old ways to those who have lost them. So like the elves that do not wander in the Dales. Like, remember you have the city elf origin? That kind of explores the other side of this. The people of the elves who have lived in the human world, in the human culture. So, that's one of the other reasons why it's worth playing through multiple playthroughs.
Yeah, but even when...
Oh,
keepers
sorry.
of the lost lore, walkers of the lonely path.
You were saying? I'm sorry?
even whenever you're only playing one, you still get to see where everyone came from.
Yeah, you do get little hints, but you get unique insights into what's going on in each of these different little origin backstories. There actually used to be 8 originally, but they ended up cutting a couple of them just for time and being able to release on schedule.
Really?
Yeah, there was one. We had an origin in Redcliffe, which we have not seen here and will not see for a while. But, and then there was another one that I forgot. Oh, the chastened background. So those are the other 2, but that they ended up scrapping. Anyway, we are the last Elvenon. Never again shall we submit.
Thank you for your forbearance, Dalen. You remember both the tale and the Oath of the Dales perfectly.
I mean, it took me like 5 minutes to get it.
Back to your tasks. I pray you find Tamlin quickly.
I would like to hear more about our... So, I know this is a lot of standing around talking with people, but this really does help to establish the unique backgrounds for each of these origins. And I think it's important to know more about the Dalish, because it's important to remember these things for when they try to retcon this shit later! I would like to hear more about our history.
Now that's something I rarely hear. Of course.
Tell me about Arlathon.
Ah, yes. The Lost City. Before the Shemlen enslaved us, even before they came to this part of the world, our people lived in glorious Arlathan. Legends say that our ancestors were immortal, and we possessed magic the Shemlen could only dream of.
Cool. Do no books record our history?
When the humans enslaved us, they took away our language, our history, and our immortality. We quickened to the pace of life, and retained nothing of ourselves. We were slaves for so long, that even when we became free, there was little for us to recover. If books still exist, I do not know of them.
So that really sucks. Why did the Shems allow us to exist if they hate us so much?
Perhaps they have no choice. Dalish clans are scattered to the winds and rarely gather, which makes us difficult for any organized effort to destroy. And why bother? We have nothing they want. No land, no treasure. And we always move on, allowing no one to grow too angry with us. Some might see this as cowardly, but we are proud. We are the last, and we will survive.
I don't really see that as cowardly. When you know that there's a good chance that you'll just get re-enslaved, deciding to live independently and nomadically, I don't think that's a bad decision.
Yeah, it seems pretty good.
It seems, I mean, it's been working out for you so far, for the most part. What happened to the elves who didn't join the Dalish?
They remain in human cities, forgetting all they once had. We call them flat ears, but they differ little from their Shemlen masters. A few may return, but we must accept that they know nothing of the lore, or why we keep it.
Interestingly enough, if you play the City Elf origin, there's actually talk about running off to go live with the Dalish. So there's the Dalish are sort of this sort of romanticized fantasy for the City Elves, like these people who are going back to their roots and trying to preserve the culture, versus living in another person's culture, in another culture's environment, and having to, you know, try and hold on to an identity through that, or forge a new one. So it's kind of...
Dragon Age 2 touches on that too.
A lot, yes. Do you think we'll ever find another homeland?
We can hope to find a new home one day, where the Dalish and the Flat Ears will build a land greater even than Arlathan. We shall teach the Flat Ears the lore they lost, and perhaps they will teach us to understand the Shemlen at last. That is the only way we shall truly live in peace.
Sounds good to me, actually.
Then I'm sure you have much to do, unless you've other questions.
I mean, this could easily be a case of, oh, they're reverse racist, but I'm like, I don't know about you, but if I lost all traces of my history, where I came from, family, and everything else, I would be kind of pissed off at the group of people who did that to my people, you know? What do you know about that Grey Warden?
The one who brought you back? Very little. He seemed decent enough as humans go. As for Grey Wardens, they're heroes without a doubt. Members of our own clan joined their ranks in ages past.
So I heard. What do you know about Darkspawn?
Only that they eat living flesh, and lurk in underground tunnels, once ruled by the Durgenlen, the dwarves. In the last blight long ago, the Grey Wardens all but wiped them out. Should they return, all races will shudder.
Well,
Only shudder?
only shudder? I mean, like, you know, they might die. That's the other part of
Maybe.
that. Did elves ever live in caves?
I've never heard of such a thing. But in the days of ancient Arlathan, we lived free and spread far across the continent. We were as varied as the Shemlin, though fewer in number. Perhaps some of us lived in caves then, but all knowledge from that era is lost.
I should go.
Of course. May the gods guide your path, Dalen.
I could have sworn there were more questions.
You return again, Dalen. What can I do for you?
Okay.
Of course. May the gods guide
I
your
should
path,
go.
Dalen.
I should go. Sorry.
I mean, that was like 5 minutes of questions, so...
Yes, that was a lot of questions. Alright. So, time to run around with the tab. Whoa. Jumping up and down, and there's a run around. Hey, Huntress, what's up?
How could Tamlin be lost?
That's the same dialogue.
Let's get started.
Let's get started looking at this thing that's hanging on the wall. Oh, hey, Marin.
Anathara, it's good to see you recovered.
How are the Hala faring, Marin?
They fare well. The Keeper called for the clan to move on, and they will be ready to take us. One is heavy with calf, but it shouldn't be a problem. May I ask of Tamlin's fate?
Where are your ears?
Some say the clan will leave before we find him.
We're going to find him. Don't worry.
The Hala mourn our fallen. No sound is more heart-wrenching than their mourning cry. At least they won't be crying over you. They are quite fond of you.
The Hala are beautiful creatures.
I admire them for their strength and pride. They are equals, not servants like the Shemlin horses. At any rate, I do not envy the Keeper's decision. I'll pray for Tamlin's safe return.
That's fair. Why is she headless? Gillanine, or however that's pronounced, Mother of the Hala. There is actually a whole story around that. Hala! Hala!
That one, like, looked over and then, like, looked away.
What up?
Losing Tamlin would be a bad sign. He's one of our most promising hunters.
Thank the creators. We were sure we'd lose you last night.
Okay, well, thank goodness that didn't happen. Let's see what's down over here. There's a nice little pit. First thing that catches my attention, chest. Take.
Losing Tamlin would be a bad sign.
Yes,
Again.
I get
He's one
it.
of our most
I
promising
miss
hunters.
Tamlin. I want him to come home.
I do too. Hiya, Shawl.
By the creators, it is so good to see you whole and well. I was so worried.
Anathara, Shawl. It's good to see you too.
All that time you were ill, the Keeper didn't know if you were going to live or die. I've been outside the Keeper's tent the whole time. I have never been so relieved as when I heard you would pull through.
Sweet.
What happened? Everyone says Tamlin may be dead.
He's probably dead. He's missing. That's all we know right now.
That's awful. He's been a good friend to you since you were fledglings.
Since we were little
Be more
birds.
careful.
Yeah.
Your mother and father, may they rest in peace, would be horrified to see you take such risks.
Well, you've never spoken of my parents much, Ashal.
What happened to them is a sad tale, and it's in the past. Reopening old wounds benefits no one.
Don't we Dalish strive to learn of our past? So, persuade means that you have to have some level of coercion.
True. Perhaps you're old enough to hear this, though it hardly seems like the right time.
It's probably not the right time, but I don't care. Is there ever a good time?
Very well. If I do not tell you now, you'll only wonder. Your mother was a hunter, one of the finest, and your father was the Keeper before Marathari.
Ooh.
He was with us for a very long time. Your mother was from another clan, and her elders did not approve of the match. She and your father had to meet in secret. One day, bandits caught them alone in the forest. Your father was killed, but your mother escaped.
Humans killed my father?
Yes, but also city elves too. Those of our kind living with humans do not hold to the old ways.
I see.
Your mother held to life long enough to give birth to you. but grief racked her heart. One night she simply walked into the moonlight and never returned.
How do you walk into moonlight? Like, there's a physical path that you walk onto?
It's like a bridge.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
The clan decided not to discuss this around you, lest it poison your heart with sadness.
Oh, I'll just be sad now then forever.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
No, I understand. Like, this is kind of one of those things that you do kind of wait before you tell someone. Like, on the other hand, like, I understand wanting to know about this information, but, like, it's still kind of like, but remember, we're dutiful and responsible. No, I understand.
Our people have learned to live with much sorrow. It seemed only right that we not dwell on it. Your mother did leave you a gift. Something of your father's for you to have once you were older. Perhaps the time has come.
I am older. Oh, where is it?
Take this key. You'll see some chests behind the storage Aravel by the Halapan. One of them was your mother's. Its contents are yours if you wish.
Wanna bet that was the one that we couldn't pick?
I want it.
What up?
We're going now.
Yes, my dear?
No.
Just saying hello.
That's sweet of you. I do hope you find Tamlin soon.
Oh yeah, Tamlin. That
Let's
guy.
get the gifts.
Let's go. Let's see, where...
Screw Tamlin.
Well, maybe not.
Okay, no. Not physically. Not literally.
Oh, I'm so used to space being jump. Yep, heirloom necklace. Ooh,
And a pretty good little sword.
I think. Yeah, considerably better than what we've got, I think. Well, the damage is better on the Darkspawn. But the critical chance is better, plus all of those extra... Yeah, so we're gonna take that. And heirloom necklace, plus 2 strength, and 10% spirit resistance. Sweet. Nice.
Sweet.
You used a key, it says. Alright. So, another benefit to going around and just talking with people is that you get to get extra items and you get more information. You get more backstory stuff. God of the Craft.
Right.
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 God of the Craft. Right. That is correct.
It's good to see you healthy. We feared you would perish.
Hi,
Okay,
Island.
freak.
I'm glad you've recovered. Once we find Tamlin, we can concentrate on the journey northward.
Thank you for the bow, Master Island. It is light and sturdy. Much better than the one I made last year.
You are more than welcome. My father made it and used it in battle against the Clane tribes.
I will carry it with honor.
Nice. Ooh. Should we proceed for a bow?
You don't even use bows.
I know,
But yeah.
Yeah. So again, this is more of an option. I don't believe that's necessarily invisible if you don't have the persuasion, but there is a check, and it checks how good your skill is in coercion. So
Again,
that's-
it's like it's like D&D.
Yeah.
One of my own crafting, perhaps?
Yes, thank you.
He just leaves.
One of my own crafting? Bye.
It may not have a history, but you'll provide one for it soon enough, yes?
Yes.
Probably not.
I would like to hear the story of your father's battle.
Then I am proud to tell it.
Good.
Our clan was one of the first to flee the Dales. When we came to Ferelden, the fiercest of the Shemlin were the barbarians known as the Clane. We didn't wait for them to attack us. Every Dalish clan in Ferelden united to bring the battle to them.
Huh. There are more Dalish clans in Ferelden? I would think that you would know that because there's supposed to be a thing where you all meet up, but...
Also, you just talked about it.
Yeah. So maybe we attacked them first?
Mm-hmm.
They were barbarians without honor. They would have slain us without a second thought. The ensuing battle went well for us. That day, we carved out our reputation of being the deadliest archers. Our arrows won us the right to wander these woods at will. It was this very bow that my father used that day.
Thank you for the tale, Master Island, and especially the bow. I will honor its history.
Nice. Why would you relinquish such a relic? I mean, geez.
We are all the same clan. His hand is as my hand. I have relinquished nothing. It was my father who first spoke of the Vir Tanadal, the three ways of the hunter. The first is the Vir Asan, the way of the arrow, to reach for our goal unrelenting. The second is the Vir Borasan, the way of the bow, to bend, but not to break. The last is the Vir Adalen, the way of the wood. We are as ancient as the forests, each tree a part of the greater land. All Dalish are united in this. One day, we shall have a homeland again.
Okay, yeah, but he's still just like a random rando.
Yeah, I should get that bow. I mean, seriously, I'm gonna be more important.
Of course. Take whatever you need.
So this will be, I believe, our first introduction to having a merchant to deal with. So all of this stuff that I have been picking up, I have 4 of these now. So you can drag it over like this, and you can actually select how many you sell. So I'm going to sell 3 of these right off the bat, and then I'm going to do this thing, because you can actually right-click it, and you can have the sell option there. But there's a bug that I'm going to be taking advantage of, and you can call me a cheater all you like, I don't care. I need money. I need to buy all of the things that I want to buy. It's where you click it, and then you right-click it, drag it over, release one, and then release the other. You sell it twice. And then you can actually buy it back for the same price that you originally got it. So again, we're probably not going to be using a great sword anytime soon. So again, I right-click it, or no, I select it, right-click it, move it over, release the right-click, and then the left-click. And you notice that the money goes up significantly quickly here. I'm probably not going to be using the Darkspawn Longsword anytime soon. So once again, I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to do this as many times as I want because I want the money!
Do they have that, do they have the backpack expansion?
Let's see, does he
Always
have...
good to check.
He does not have that here. No.
Stupid.
Yeah, and I notice we're getting pretty up there in terms of how much we have in our inventory. I don't think we need...
No one ever needs those.
I do want to hold on to these. I don't want to necessarily get rid of these yet. I do have a few of these things that I want to get rid of, though. I want to hold on to some of these. I don't need the Dalish boots. I don't need this, I don't think, because my armor is still better for multiple reasons, so... I don't think I need that either. Battle Dress of the Provocateur might actually be better, but we're going to have to wait until later to be able to equip that. Oh yeah, and the Blood Dragon Plate. So I got a lot of the special DLC stuff that... So I have played through this game before, as you may have noticed. I probably don't need either of these Scout's bows. I can't do it when I have multiples. So there you go. I'm not terribly concerned with that. I'm going to hold on to the rest of these. I know that my inventory is exactly halfway full right now. But I think
we already made a cool, like, 7 goal.
Yeah, 7 sovereigns, which is actually pretty significantly huge chunk at this point. Until we get, like, an official healer in the party, we're probably going to need these.
Mm-hmm.
And if you fall in battle, you actually, you sustain an injury, and that can affect your ability to function in combat. So injury kits help to actually treat those so that you don't have so many things impeding your ability to fight. Now, we could probably work with things like the acid flasks and the poisons and stuff like that, and it's not really a bad idea to equip those, I think, actually. But
it's not awful.
No.
As long as they're in the quick thing.
Yeah, so if you want to, by the way, you notice I dragged this out. If you want to add these to your ability to use them in the middle of battle, I don't think I can do it while I'm in this merchant. Can I? I thought I could. I guess not while I'm trying to sell things. Deathroot extract. So the stamina drafts are like if you want to... I've never really had an issue with running out of stamina in the middle of battle, but if you do, you can drink one of those and you can regain your stamina, which is important for all of the skills and abilities that you use in the middle of battle. But, we probably don't need a whole bunch of these, but let's take 10, and we can coat our blades with them, and that'll make it a lot easier later. So, I think that's gonna do it for what we're going to need from him. We can have various arrows, but since we're probably not actually going to be using a whole bunch of arrows, and we're not going to be playing with very many bows, so to speak, probably not going to have to buy more.
Yeah.
So, alright. How are we doing on time, you think?
Pretty sure it's the end of the episode.
Yeah, pretty sure it's the end of the episode. So, we learned a little bit more about our history. We were able to encounter our first merchant. We learned about a cheat, because I'm a master cheat. And we're getting ready to actually leave this village, this little thing to go look for Tamlin. We have to find a couple of people first, though. But trust me, all of this talking is actually kind of important for establishing backstory, as well as stuff that comes later. So, it's good to know now so that we know when BioWare tries to change it on us.
Trust me.
Alright, well, I can't wait to see you guys in the next installment of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. Hope to see you then.
Bye.